We spent 2 nights here at Nephi, Utah at the Roland Home RV Park. We really like it here. And we didn't get to do anything because yesterday, or when we got here that night, it said snow in the area and it was rainy and stuff and cold. So we couldn't get out that day. And then yesterday it was foggy and overcast and cold and we were thinking it's going to rain. So we did not get to get out. Did not get any snow, which is a good thing. We can still see the snow. It's beautiful and everything. So Ernie's got us all hooked up. This is the RV park. It's right off of the freeway. All right, we're gonna do our walk around, get everything checked out. It's getting late. We'll be going through Salt Lake City this morning early, so. All right, we will take you along with us. Give you a shot of that mountain over there. It was fully covered yesterday, so we're heading out. So just a beautiful view. All right, we'll take you along, and look who I've got with me. I found my driver. Yay, there's my driver.
Left the city in the rear view, sun cracked the windshield wide. Radio hummed a half-remembered tune as the canyon wall slid by. Red dust clung to the bumper like it didn't want to let go, but the highway kept on pulling where the map
Not my favorite area to be in, but I trust my chauffeur over there, and he does a great job getting through. So we'll take you along. As we're going through Provo. Not bad, the traffic's not real bad. So just seems kind of strange to come from 107-degree temperature and they're at probably 60s and have snow on the mountains.
It smells like rain that never came, just a ghost of what you promised when you whispered my real name. Oh, Idaho Falls, wait for me past the bend where the sky gets tall, through the stretch that forgets my name. I'm just gravel rolling down your wall.
All right, well, we got through Salt Lake City, and I have to apologize to all you people. You are very good drivers, very courteous, letting people in. The traffic wasn't bad. I actually think it was easier to go through Salt Lake City and surrounding area than it is the Phoenix area, because people in Phoenix come from everywhere and they have all kinds of rules. And here it was smooth sailing, and I was worried about for nothing. Great job. Plus, I need to give a shout out for my chauffeur. Excellent job of going through all that traffic. Good job, Pops. We're going to stop, take a break, get us a little lunch, and then we'll catch up with you in a few. 12 o'clock, so we're going to stop at the rest area. Okay, nice little rest stop. It's kind of busy today. A lot of people.
Left the city in the rear view, sun cracked the windshield wide. Radio hummed a half remembered tune as the canyon wall slid by. Red dust clung
Okay.
to the bumper like it didn't want to let go. But the
Are you
highway kept on
talking with the
pulling
fellow about?
where the map line starts
Okay,
to
we're
slow.
back on the road after lunch, and we've got probably another 149 miles and a couple hours more to go. So we will take you along.
Left the city in the rear view, sun cracked the windshield wide. Radio hummed a half remembered tune as the canyon wall slid by. Red dust clung to the bumper like it didn't want to let go. But the highway kept on pulling where the map lines start to slow.
Some pretty country.
Falls, wait for me past the bend where the sky gets tall. Through the stretch that forgets my name, I'm just gravel rolling down your wall. Sagebrush waves in the afternoon heat. A hawk circles one long thought. Mountains rise like old decisions that can't be undone or bought. Windows down, let the dry wind in. It smells like rain that never came. Just a ghost of what you promised when you whispered my real name. Oh, Idaho Falls, wait for me past the bend where the sky gets tall. Through the stretch that forgets my name, I'm just gravel rolling down your wall. Left the city in the rear view, sun cracked the windshield wide. Radio hummed a half remembered tune as the canyon wall slid by. Red dust clung to the bumper like it didn't want to let go. But the highway kept on pulling where the map lines start to slow. Oh, Idaho Falls, wait for me past the bend where the sky gets tall. Through the stretch that forgets my name, I'm just gravel rolling down your wall.
Went up to the Elks Lodge, and the whole back area is under construction and torn up. And so luckily we could pull into the main parking lot. It was long enough. We stopped and we called the Snake River RV camp, and they have a place for us. So I guess we're going to stay here tonight. It's full hookups and it's $50-something, but you know, can't get into the Elks Lodge. Good morning. We are up and ready to go. We stayed last night in Idaho Falls at the Snake River RV and campground. The Elks Lodge, like I said, was under construction, so we came about 2 miles backtracked, but was able to get a place here. So we're just staying here overnight. So nice and warm today. We've got probably a 4-hour drive. I think it's almost 300 miles. So we're going up to Helena, and there's a military facility there that has a fam camp. So we're going to stay there for a couple of nights and catch up on some stuff we need to do before we get into Canada. So, all right, we are back on the road traveling. So on our way, it says we have 272 miles to go. So we will take you with us. And I have my driver today. All right, lots of farming area and nice, pretty and green. So I'll take lots of pictures.
Dust motes dance in the slanting light. Rows of green stretch out of sight. You hum a tune I almost know. Your fingers brush my wrist soft and slow.
Flat earth ends where the pines begin. Snowdrape bridges cut the sky thin. Radio off.
We stopped here at Lima in Montana at the rest area. Stopped to rest and take a lunch break. So we did that. And it's a very nice place here. So let me turn you around. Okay. We got the mountain, the snow back there on the mountain. Beautiful.
We stop where the canyon yawns deep.
Share the last sip while the shadows sleep.
You trace the path.
We'll just kind of do a little walk around and stretch our legs and stuff, and then we'll get back on the road.
At night, all the road rolls wide. The wind runs free from furrowed quiet. To stone majesty, your breath beside me parts the haze. Montana wrapping us in its gaze.
Some roads just pass you by.
This one taught me majesty, your breath beside me parts the haze. Montana wrapping us in its gaze.
Some roads just pass you by.
This one taught me how to see.
That silence can hold a name.
And love grows mile by mile the same. Oh, does the road still roll so wide? Does the mountain touch the blue? From earth that feeds without a sound to cliffs that dream and do. Your hand finds mine without a word. The sky lets go its blaze.
Home isn't back there anymore. It's right here.
Dust motes dance in the slanting light. Rows of green stretch out of sight. You hum a tune I almost know. Your fingers brush my wrist soft and slow.
Flat earth ends where the pines begin. Snowdrape bridges cut the sky thin. Radio off, but the silence sings. Tires whisper unforgotten things. Oh, the road rolls wide. The clouds hang low from dark soil dreaming. To white beats aglow. Your voice beside me clears the air.
All right. Testing. All right. We are at the Maverick. And our fuel card here. And we're going to we're just outside of Helena. And we're going to get fuel. So, are at the Maverick, just outside of Helena. And it is on our Open Roads discount. Says the listed price for diesel is $5.48, and we get it for a discount of $5.32, and there's a 40-cent transaction fee. So we're running, probably the fuel gauge is showing we only have a quarter of a tank of gas left. We're not sure about that. And he also has a half a tank of DEF. So this is going to be a big fuel up, and we're going to do it right now because our next stop when we leave the base, we'll be heading into Canada. So I will let you know how much the total is, and then when we get the bank statement, I will let you know how much we saved. Well, good morning. Today is our last day in the United States. We'll be heading over to Canada, heading through the border and stuff. So we stayed at the Harrison Fan Camp here in Boise. It's an Army National Guard Training Center. So we stayed here. Nice place. We stayed here a couple of times. Let me kind of show you what, that's our site. And it's a nice place. The only problem is with these curbs on the side, to drain the water, Ernie had to kind of rig it up and stuff. Otherwise it would backwash. So we didn't empty our black tanks. We just used the gray tanks. That way I was able to do my wash. All right, that was Fort Harrison Fan Camp we stayed at. And just a little information for anybody that goes there. Once you get off the freeway, you're going to go down to Euclid, and it's going to give you another road to get off. Go all the way down to Williams Street, and that's the easiest way to get in. You'll want to go in the south gate, and you'll have to call. So just a little bit of information. Also, our camp host, BJ, want to give a shout out to him. He's a 78-year-old veteran, and he's healthier than me, and very interesting man. Ernie talked to him. I talked to him. His father helped build the toll roads in Kansas, and he helped him do the soil and stuff for that. Said he worked there when he was a teenager. He also was a veteran. Vietnam veteran. He started playing golf at the age of 7, and he said that was his best career. He and his buddy own a shop in Kansas City where they take pictures of your swing and everything, and they build your clubs to that spec. And he just retired at the age of 75 from playing golf and running his business, and just a lovely man. I mean, he was so helpful. He took our key back. He called the gate to get it open for us. He couldn't do enough for us, so just want to give a shout out to him. So we are heading down the road now. We'll cross the Canada border, U.S.-Canada border today, so I'll keep you posted on that. And guess who I have driving? My driver.